Good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday Mull for Wednesday, the 14th of September. With Robert Murray McShane, one of the chapters we read today is Ezekiel chapter 17, a vision of two angels and a vine. And it really is just a warning to King Zedekiah, who was a vassal of the king of Babylon, one of the eagles, and he started making overtures to the king of Egypt to try and escape his status as a vassal to Babylon. That was the other eagle. And God's saying, it's going to go badly. You will be torn down. I will sort of cast you out and you will disappear. But I will get a shoot from the vine and that will grow, saying that there will be hope in the future. And he ends up, all the trees of the forest will know that I am the Lord, and I bring down tall trees and make the low tree grow tall. I dry up the green tree and make the dry tree flourish. And then he ends, I, the Lord, have spoken, and I will do it. I have spoken, and I will do it. And history proved him right. The warning he gave played out, and it was as he said. And for me, it's one of those verses that we hang on to. I, the Lord, have spoken, and I will do it. We serve a speaking God. God spoke the universe into being. Let there be light, and there was light. He called Abraham. He spoke to Abraham and called him to go to the promised land. He then spoke to Moses out of the burning bush. He spoke to his people and gave them the law. He spoke through the prophets. And we have this again and again and again, God speaking. And finally, we have Jesus coming. And John tells us that Jesus is the Word became flesh and dwelt among us. The Word of God. We serve a speaking God. And for us, that's an encouragement and a warning. On the one hand, what God has warned us against, what God has said will happen, the judgment that God has said will come, will come. God is a God of His Word. I have spoken and I will do it, and we need to take warning. But at the same time, God has given us promises. God has given us assurances. God has given us words of hope. God has given us words of expectation. And we hang on to those as well. God has spoken and He will do it. So as we read through the scriptures, we see all this thing that God says, and we know, He has said, I, the Lord, have spoken and I will do it. And He's promised to hear us and to love us and to forgive us and to restore us and to open eternity for us. I have spoken and I will do it. Surely that is the most fantastic hope and encouragement and the strongest ground of faith that we have. Hear that. I, the Lord, have spoken and I will do it. For all of us, be blessed.